pre-algebra. What is the slope? What's slope? 1 over 5. And I'm going to go up because it's positive and over to the right because it's positive, correct?
Yes.
And then B is what? -4. Who would like to walk me through the steps on how to graph this? Anybody? Oh, go ahead, RJ.
Okay, so start in the middle, you gotta go down space and mark on that because it's a y-intercept where it crosses.
Mm-hmm.
Then, go up 1 and to the right 5,
Good.
and that's our next point. And we can drop down 1 from the middle point and over to the left 5.
That's exactly right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And then we would be able to just draw our line. Yeah, I'm not on Cami, so I don't have my beautiful straight line. You all have nice rulers. Don't make yours squiggly like mine. Okay. So, anybody else want to give me a go at when y = 3? Anybody else other than RJ? Musa, do you remember how to do y = 3? Is it this way or is it this way?
Close.
Good. Okay, well, go ahead, boy. So what am I going to do? I go up 3, and I go straight across. It's going to be a horizontal line through y = 3, or y. Here we go. And what about when I have x? Gemma, what do I do when I have x = 5? Is it going to be horizontal or vertical? Vertical. And so where do I go 5 here and like this? Or do I go on the x and go to 5 and go up and down? What do I do?
X.
So I'm going to go over to the x. And then and what is this called again? Vertical. Can you say that? Let me hear it. Well, there you go. Actually, Gemma, my goal is I could see you know the math really, really good, right? But I'm going to get you talking about the math a little bit more. It's my goal for you. Because you are so bright, I know you can do it, right?
Working on the problem.
For which one?
The first one.
The first one? So we know that the y-intercept's a -4, so we go down 4, make our dot. The slope is 1 over 5. They're both positive, so I'm going to go up 1 over 5. Up 1 over. This one we didn't have to work out. It's the next two, 5 and 6, that we have to work out. Okay? Is my 5 and 6 the same as your 5 and 6?
Your 3 is not the same as mine. Yeah, the same.
Oh, what was 3? Let me erase this.
Y = -2x plus 3.
Uh-oh. Y equals -2x plus 3. So sorry. So, let's see. Boy told me how to do one. RJ did. Gemma did. Who wants to try and do this one?
I'll try.
You gonna try it? Good. You're brave.
Have patience with me.
And you know what would happen, Antoinette, if no one had patience with you? Then I would be very sad and kind of mad. We all should have patience.
Okay, so we're solving this one?
This one's already solved, so all you have to tell me is what is my slope and what is my y-intercept.
Okay, the slope is 2x.
It'd be, well, there's a negative in front, right?
Okay, -2x.
And you just put the number.
Yes, 2 over 1.
There you go. And what's the b?
The b is.
Yes. Okay. Now negative, does that mean up or does that mean down?
That means up.
Negative? Negative
-2 is down.
down. And then positive 1, is that to the right or to the left? Where are the numbers positive? Wait a minute, did I do that wrong? To the left or to the right? It's
To the down.
to the right. See how all these are positive?
Okay, yes, to the right.
I can make this bigger. Do you want me to make this bigger for you? Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay. So now what do I do?
now you go to the point in the middle, start there, and then you count down to,
Not yet. You're first going to do this one. You always do the y-intercept first.
the y-intercept.
So I'm going to go up
Up 3.
3. Now from this point you go down 2 and over 1.
Down
1, 2,
over 1.
over 1. 1, 2, over 1. And you can just keep doing that. It's kind of relaxing, actually. And then you can draw your line. Okay. Okay? Make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So the number in front of the x is what the slope is. If it's a whole number, you put it over 1. When I have negative, that means the top one I'm going to go down, and then the bottom one I go to the right. It's in the middle bin there. Middle. Does it say do now right there? There you go. And then you just draw your line. I think I finished saying what I was saying. I got distracted. Okay. Hannah, you want to try and help me? You don't want to do it? That's fine. Lisa, you want to try and do number 4? Okay. And that's called what? That's your slope. That's M. And 7 is positive, so that means going up. And 1 is positive, so it goes that way. And then what's B? Positive 5. Okay. I can't go up 7. So when I can't go up 7, what do I do?
Go down.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to change both. Because negative divided by negative is positive. So you do the exact opposite of this one to get the other side of the graph. See, here I had up, but here I have down. And here I had to the right, so now here I have to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's the only one we can actually draw, right? If you need a straight edge, mine, I don't have it. I should have opened this in Cami to get a line tool. But there's straight edges here if you need them. Okay. Now this one's different, you said? So what should this one be? What's it say on your paper?
2x is 3y equals 6.
And this is the new stuff. Everything above was from pre-algebra. This is new down here. Actually, I think we did cover it at one point in time, but I don't think it was on the final or on the test. But
Is this the standard form?
this is standard form. Okay. So, Mary, can you help me out with this one?
Yeah, subtract 2x for both sides.
Yep, so step 1 is to move the x value over to the other side. And the reason is we want it to look like y equals mx plus b. That's the goal, right? So this is gone now. Now how do I rewrite it?
Equals negative 2x.
Very good. Good job. So then what do I write here?
2/3 X
Beautiful.
is 2.
Okay, because negative divided by negative is a positive. Mary's like, I know that. I'm not even going to say. I'm just going to write 2/3 because negative over negative is positive. And then 6 divided by -3 is a -2. Because that answer is negative, I put a minus sign. If it was a positive answer, I'd put a plus there. Right? Okay, now I can graph.
So, left is -2. To the right 3.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What happens if I wanted to get the other side of the graph?
Go down.
Down to
Go
1, 2, 3. You just do the exact opposite. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to get the other side of the graph. Beautiful.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm quite late. Would you like me to circle back at the last 15?
Or you can be here. It's totally up to what you want to
If
do.
you're in the middle, something might come back.
We just finished this one.
Okay. It's no problem. You want me to, I
Well,
can
then-
circle back at the end.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that way I don't, you guys can keep going.
Okay. Number 6 is different than what we said, right? What was number 6 on your paper?
4X plus 3Y.
Okay, so because 4x plus 3y equals -9, this is in standard form. We have to do 2 steps to get it to look like slope-intercept form. So what am I going to do first? Do you want to try it, Deontay?
Yeah, so -9. I mean, underline. So
Not yet. The underline comes the second step. The first step is I'm going to move this 4x. So I'm going to move it to the other side. It's positive. What's the opposite of being positive?
negative, so it'll be -4.
4x here, and then you just put it on this side.
Yeah. And then, then you can do it all over again. So 3y equals -9.
I'm going to put the 4x first.
Yeah.
So -4x.
Plus -9.
You just write -9.
-9.
Yeah, if it's a negative, you put minus. If it's a positive, you put plus. It confuses students if you put 2 operations. Okay, so now is with the line. So what am I going to do?
3 on each one.
Oh, yes, I don't know how that popped up like that. That scared me. Okay,
So you put, 3 on each one. Y.
so you just write it like it is.
Thirds.
And then what's -9 divided by 3?
-3.
Okay. What's my slope? It's a number in front of the x?
In front of the x4.
Well, the whole thing.
Oh, -4x.
It'd be negative, no, it'd be -4 thirds. I'm gonna go down 4 over 3 positive. And what's my b?
-3.
And so this is your starting point. This is where I start to graph. So I go to -3. Do I have enough room to go down 4? I don't have enough room to go down 4. No, because I'm at -3. 1, 2, 3. I run off the graph. What's the opposite of down? Would be up. And what's the opposite of going to the right? Going to left. So now I can go up. I have enough room going up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Over 3.
1, 2, 3. And I think I have enough room to do it again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And when I draw my line, I'm just going to double check Because if you are anything like me, you want to get good grades on your tests, right?
Yeah.
And is this, if I put my finger on the left, am I heading down or am I heading up? What?
You go to the left.
If I'm on the left and I'm going like this, am I heading down or up? Heading down, and my slope was supposed to be down, so I'm in good shape. I'm heading in the right direction.
Mary had
Oh, isn't it nice to have good math friends? It really is. Okay, how are we feeling on that? Yeah, yucky still today? You feel good? You still like need more practice? So today I am going to teach you about slope, point slope form, but on our practice there's a mixture of ones we learned in pre-algebra that's already in slope intercept form, or I think I put some in standard form, and point slope form, okay? Tomorrow I'm not going to be here, but you're going to have practice, and a lot of students in this room are really good at this. So if I always told my kids when they were in school, if you don't have to sit in a certain seat, you find that smartest person in the room and you sit next to them. And then have someone to ask questions, right? Right? Because I am not the only teacher in this room. There are plenty of teachers in this room that don't mind helping each other out. Okay? Wouldn't hurt my feelings. In fact, some of my students sometimes go to Mr. Adam for help. I'm like, go for it. Use your resources wisely. The other day, while he's cooking quesadillas for everybody, one of his students came in and asked me for help. And that's great. So always use your resources wisely. So now I'm going to find today's slope intercept form because you have y by itself. Standard form is when x and y are on the same side and it equals a number. Slope form, which is new today, is when you have y and a number, and we have slope. And we have parentheses. You have x and then another number. This x1, y1 is a point that's going to be on the line. That's why it's called point slope form. You're going to be given a point and you're going to be given slope. Okay? So, m, the number in front of the parentheses, is your slope. Notice, see how there's minus signs here? But here they're positive. You have to, and you may want to make a note of this, you have to change the signs. That's the hardest part on this. Change the signs of x1, y1. So like right here, it's negative. To get it over here, you'd make it positive. Here it's negative, so here you'd make it positive. But if it was positive, what would you have to make it?
Negative.
Negative. There you go. And I'm going to show you plenty of examples. So how to use point slope form. If they give you slope and a point, you just substitute the numbers into the formula above. So if I say to you, write the point slope form, given this is a point and this is slope, you would just enter the numbers in. We would mark this one as x1, y1, and slope is m, right? So y1 was 4, so you just plop 4 in. M is 3/4. X1, then, where did the 8 come from? I don't know either. That's weird. Erase that and put a 3. I don't know where they got 8. I did not make this one. So, yeah, I'm like, where did 8? There is no 8. Yeah, no wonder our students get confused in math. So please put a 3 there. We good? Okay. Two ways to graph from point slope form. You convert to slope intercept form. That'd be method 1. And then you use the point, or you use the point that is given, then graph using rise over 1 slope from the given point. So these are two different methods for being able to graph, and you get to choose. There are some times when it's better to graph the second method, but then there's some times when students like graphing the first method. And I'll show you both. So here's the first method. Method 1. Convert to slope intercept form. So if I have this right here and I want to graph it from slope intercept form, I'm going to distribute this 3x, 2x, and this 3x, or 3/4 to the 8. So I'm going to write y minus 4 equals 3/4 x. Now, your calculator can do fractions, right? If you're using your calculator to do the fractions, you'd put 3, A, B, C, 4, and then you'd put multiply 8, and then you get that answer. So is everybody going to do that? 3 A, B, C, 4 times 8. And it will give you the answer. You probably do want to get a calculator. They're up there on the wall. So did you get 6? And it's minus 6. Now, if I wanted to do this by hand, because I know Boy's like, show me how to do it by hand. Right, Boy? You like seeing both. If I was multiplying the fraction and I didn't have a calculator, you'd put 8 over 1. And you multiply straight across. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. And then when I divide 24 by 4, I get 6. See how I got the same answer? So you can do either method. You can multiply it out by hand, or you can use that calculator. And either way will give you that answer. Now, I'm not in slope intercept form quite yet, because see, I have a -4 hanging out over here, right? I want it to say y equals, because I want it to look like this. How do I get rid of this -4?
Put -4 at the bottom.
Well, it has to be the opposite of -4.
I'm sorry.
So you're going to put +4, and you're going to put +4. This cancels. You have y equals 3/4 x. And then what's a -6 plus 4? -2. Now I can graph because I have it in slope intercept form. Right? So here, I'm going to go down 2, make it up. And then I'm going to go up 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had just enough room to get that one out there. Now, because I'm in Cami, I can actually draw a nice straight line instead of the wiggly lines. There we go. So let's talk about that one more time. We had 2 steps. We had to distribute the number in front of the, and then that was step 1. Step 2 was to, go ahead.
You have an 8 and we have a 3. Where it says X.
That is weird. I'll put the 3, I'll do it again with a 3. How about that? Okay, add or subtract
Ah,
the number but,
okay.
so you're saying that it had a different problem there?
Yes.
That's weird.
Mine has an 8.
Whereas
Yours has an 8?
Yeah.
mine's got-
Let me see. I'm going to it right now.
No, you're right, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
It's at the top,
I was,
it's down here. I'm looking like, what is that for? You right, and I was wrong.
okay, so, oh, the next one does.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so, oh no, that one should have, okay, so now I'm gonna go to this. Now, this is method 2. So now it goes this way.
Okay.
So now we're down here. So method 2, right? Method 2 says, oh, I know there's a point and I know there's slope. So I'm just going to pull the point from the equation. So if here's the point, this would be the y value of y1. This would be the x value, but you have to change the signs. Remember I said that earlier. Because the formula has it as negative, that means like opposite of. So if this is negative 3, I write positive 3. And this is negative 4, so I'm going to write positive 4. Now I just graph this point because this is a point on the line. So I'm not going to use y-intercept this time. I'm going to use the point that's embedded into the formula that they gave us. So I go over 3, up 4, and make a dot. From there, I'm going to use slope. Well, slope is the number in front of the parentheses. Which means if it's a positive 1/3, it means I go up 1 over 3 from this point. So up 1 over 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you could draw your line. Right? And I could get other points, like I could go down 1 over 1, 2, 3. If I wanted to get the other side of the line. See how they all fit? Technically, you only need 2 points, but Miss Dawn likes more points for her lines. Okay, I think I gave you one that you could do now. You're going to graph 3, 4, and then you're going to use this slope of 3, 4. So everybody go ahead and go to 3, 4. Go over 3, up 4, right? And now I want to use the slope. 3 over 4 means I go up 3 over 4. But oh no, this is a short graph. What do I do if I run over? I'm going to go the direct opposite. So I'm going to go down and then over this way. So now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I could do it again too. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after I draw my line, I'm just going to double check my slope just to be on the safe side. Because like RJ knows, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes I make a mistake. I make mistakes all the time. So I go to the left arrow, right? And I follow. Am I heading up or down? Up. And it was a positive slope to begin with, so I'm good. Right? Did I lose anybody? Do you have to look it over a little bit more? I don't
It's
believe.
another one of those that's gonna have to boil in my brain.
Yeah. Like good coffee. Good math is like good coffee. So there are times when it has to kind of sit in your brain and you gotta let it percolate for a little bit. Okay? So here, instead of just jumping to graphing, I gave us some practice. So what is the slope in this formula here? Yeah, it's right here. Yep, it's 1/2. Okay, so the point on the line, remember to change the signs. And so this one's the one with the X. X is going to come first. So a lot of students will make the mistake of going to the 4 because they see the 4 first. Don't do that. This is with the X. And you change the sign. So this is positive. So what am I going to write right here? -3. This is -4. So then what do I write over here? +4. Okay, what's the slope of this one?
5.
5/7. And what's going to be the point?
-4. No,
+4. You got to change the sign. +4, -9.
it's
This is going to be 2/5.
+6.
You can't see it? Here, do you want me to make, I can make it bigger.
No, because like the X, so you make it into a -6.
No, he was complaining they couldn't see. I want to make it bigger for him. That better?
-6
So it's going to be -6?
Yep,
and
and then +2.
No,
No, negative.
-2. Good? Are you good? Yeah. I was asking them, but I'm glad you're good too. Okay, so let's now you could choose your method. What method you want me to do this? You want me to do where I pull the point off of the formula and then use slope, or do you want me to go through the steps or solving for y? Method 1 or method 2?
I like method 2.
It's less work.
I understand 1 very well.
Well, how about, because I actually want you to know both ways, how about if I do one side, I'll do method 1, and the other side, I do method 2, and then we graph because they'll be the same line. How about that? Because I can do both. Okay, so this would be method 1, which would be to solve for y.
Solving for y.
We're going to get it into slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. So the first step is to distribute the slope.
-3.
That's -3/2. To distribute, that means you're going to multiply this -3/2 to both of these. So the first one is just -3/2 x, because there's no number in front of the x, right? Now the second one, you can use your calculator, or you can do it by hand. So I'm going to do this over here. -3/2 times -6. Somebody said 9, and that is correct. I'm going to put it over 1. What's a negative times a negative?
A positive.
So that's a +18 divided by, what's 2 times 1?
2.
2. And 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. And that's +9. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Add 2, add 2. Y equals -3/2x plus 11. I have a problem. I can't graph it this way because I only go up to 8. Right?
Yeah. So
Okay, so I'm not going to look at method 2. What is the point? And of life. What is the point of life? No. What's the point? We are going to change the signs. And remember, you want the one with the X first, and then the one with the Y goes second, and you change the sign. So what is this going to be?
-6,
It is negative, so I make it
positive,
+6.
and then the -2 becomes a +2.
There you go. And then what's the slope?
The slope is, -3/2.
-3/2. Did I lose anyone there? Take a minute and look at it. I didn't do any work. I'm just using the knowledge about point slope and just taking that information from the formula. Now I'm going to graph, okay?
So you go -3.
Oh, no, you gotta do the point first.
Yeah, points.
So 6,
6 right there, and then you
2.
2.
And remember, this is always X and this is always Y. So that's why I went over 6 up 2.
And then you can still do it again, really.
No, you can't. You gotta go to slope now. Did you have a question, RJ?
No, it just looks like a funny face. Like the 6, 2, and like a little nose in the middle.
Oh, it does.
Looks like he's curious what's going on. I'm sorry.
I bet you look at clouds a lot too. Okay, so I'm at this point. Here's my slope. I'm going to just change colors so we can see the points from the slope. I'm going to go from this point, I'm going to go down 3/2. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. However, I can't get another point. And I could just draw the line, get a straight edge. I have straight edges here. If you want a straight edge, you can grab one off of here. Just make sure I get them back. Because, okay, people, if they keep running out of paper, do you think they're going to give me new calculators or new templates? No. And please, I need supplies to be able to teach. So return them. Okay. To get the other side of the graph, you do the opposite. So if it's negative going down, I'm going to make this positive and go up. If this is positive going to the right, I'm going to just go the other way. So I go back to this point and I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See how it falls right in line? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And now I can draw my line.
Oh, yeah, well, that's cool. The number that we get from method 1. So it's the same slope no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only reason I couldn't use method 1 is because the y-intercept's 11, but I only go up 8 on my graph, and so that became an issue. Normally, you could probably use both. It's just a smaller graph. Okay. Musa, which one do you like? Method 1 or method 2? Do you like the first way or the second way? Do you like solving for y or just pulling points off the formula? There's 2 ways. 1, 2. Which one do you like better? 1 or 2? Do you have or you like them both the same? 2. There. That's all I was asking. You like both?
Because one can basically one breaks it down a little bit more simpler, a little bit. But then again, 2 shows you a different way how to break it down smaller.
And there's just sometimes that they may ask for slope-intercept form. Okay, I'm going to let you all at your tables go ahead and graph this. Normally, I would walk around and check your work. But that foot's not cooperating. So I'm just going to give you a minute to digest it, compare answers, and then I'll put it up here. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go get started. So what is the point going to be for this one?
So point will be times.
Wait.
One,
But minus 3,
yeah, minus three.
because this, you have to change those signs. Minus 2, excellent. And what's the slope?
And the slope is 1.5.
Just 1/2. 1.5 would mean you had to have an extra one. It's 1/2.
1.5.
Yes, and that's up.
One
and
down
over.
Over 2, so then you go about, you,
Okay, so I'm going to graph this point. This is X and this is Y, so I'm going to go over -3
okay,
and down 2.
yep,
And then from this point,
you go down to,
no,
yep.
the arrows are right here. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. I can keep, yep, I can do this quite a few times. Okay, so are you doing this problem or this problem?
The first one, I think rise over run.
Okay, so I'm going to erase this and I'm going to just go over it real quick. Okay.
Sorry, we were kind of deep.
No, you're fine, but I could tell he was still struggling a little bit. Okay, so do you understand how we got the point of -3, -2? Do you understand where we found the slope?
The slope is 1/2.
1/2. Now, slope is also called rise over run. It describes the slant of your line. Just like on a wheelchair ramp, that's how they do. Actually, there's codes for a wheelchair based upon rise and run because you don't want it too steep. So rise means either up and down, run means left to right. When it's positive, you're going to go up and then over to the right too. Okay, so I graph this point and then I'm going to count using slope. So -3, -2 is right here. I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And then you can just draw your line. Are we better now? I was going to say, because you did you probably weren't here when we reviewed some slope. So are you getting my videos sent to your emails?
I didn't see anything.
I resent it out. Let me double check, make sure you're on my roster. But it should be sent either to your school email, but you could also always check my YouTube channel. I'm going to pull up my YouTube channel and you take a picture of my YouTube channel handle. Okay. Give it a second. Okay. Here, it's going to, come on. Darn slow internet. There I am. That's my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can make me rich and famous. But let me just show you. So if I look at my videos, if you go by date, be careful because I do teach other classes. But let me load this up. You should be able to see. Now, I've been crazy with this foot, so I may not have posted everything I'm supposed to. But, come on. Okay, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this and this. I don't know why it's taking so long. It usually just pops it right up. But you'd look for the date and it would have the graphing. Why is this not? I'm just trying to take things off here. Maybe it will. Sometimes, I know, it's just spinning. Let me try this again. Sometimes.
I've been acting funny lately.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. There's YouTube.
Yeah. Do we have work today or no? Like,
Yes. Okay, but I'm trying to show him my YouTube channel, and it's like, but it's over here if you want to try it. I'm sorry, but it would have a list of all my videos. Okay, so over in that corner right there. So for this one, Peter, what would be the point?
The point is, +4
Excellent.
and the slope is 1/2.
Mm-hmm. So I would graph that point first. So you go over 4, up 1, right? And then up and over. Because this is at, oh, I made a mistake. Thank you. I could tell in your voice, you were like, huh? Yeah, and that was my fault. It was a -1. And now from this point, we're going to go up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. And you could draw your line from there. Or if you want to get more points, you go back to the original and go down 1 over the other way too.
So I get it.
You got it? It's not too bad once you, but with math, if you miss one little thing, it throws you all off, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think it's just broken.
And so I have some practice for you here.